All right, Lawrence O'Donnell, Lawrence O'Donnell, I have a question for you, and it's about Senator Chuck Schumer. Here is the question. When was the last time that Senator Chuck Schumer brought any legislation to help American people? Yes, when was the last time that he did that? But he speaks up for Israel and anti-Semitism nonstop. He keeps going after Nick Fuentes, but when was the last time Senator Schumer brought forth any legislation to help the American people? All right, Kyle Kalinske, I have a question for you. You're speaking favorably about Jasmine Crockett. When was the last time that Jasmine Crockett brought forth any legislation to help the American people? When was that last time that she did that? But she voted for Israel. It looks like she voted for Israel all the time. How much money is AIPAC giving her? How much money is AIPAC giving Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett? Oh yeah. All right, Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks, thank you for speaking up about Jasmine Crockett and the fact that when she is interviewed by the media, she just talks and talks but ends up saying nothing. She talks and talks and never says anything. When has Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett brought forth any legislation to help the American people? When has she done that? But she votes for Israel. It looks like she votes for Israel pretty much all of the time. All of the time. But legislation for the American people, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it at all. And yet, she wants to be the U.S. Senator from Texas? I don't know. Anna Kasparian, thank you. Thank you for speaking up about the fact that when Jasmine Crockett was interviewed by the media, who is in the media, she talked and said absolutely nothing. She talked and talked. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett yacked and said absolutely nothing. but she votes for Israel pretty much nonstop. So she votes for the genocide. She votes for the killing of children. And what about Senator Chuck Schumer? He talks about Nick Fuentes and anti-Semitism. But when was the last time that United States Senator Chuck Schumer brought forth any legislation in favor of American people? American people. He is not putting America first for anything. No, he is not. So thank you, Anna. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jink. Thank you very, very much. And Savvy Sabs. Thank you for pointing out the fact that Jasmine Crockett does nothing for the American people. Nothing for the American people, but she votes for Israel all of the time. AIPAC must be giving her a lot of money. And Chuck Schumer whines and whines about Nick Fuentes. Yes, he does. But what has he ever done? What legislation has he ever brought forth for the American people? And he should not say something stupid and irritating like, well, if I do something for Israel, that's helping the American people. What has that man, that senator, brought forth for the American people? It's time for a little bit of bass. Lawrence O'Donnell, I want to ask you again. I want to ask you, when was the last time that Chuck Schumer, Senator Chuck Schumer, brought forth any legislation to help American people? When has he done that? Why is it that he votes for Israel all of the time, speaks about anti-Semitism nonstop? Why is he worried about Nick Fuentes, but he has brought forth no legislation for the American people? This country has been bought and paid for by Israel. Israel owns the United States government. So, Lawrence O'Donnell of The Last Word, Kyle Kulinski of Secular Talk, the Young Turks, Cenk Uygur, Anna Kasparian, Savvy Sabs of Savvy Sabs. I'm going to ask you one final time. When was the last time, the very last time, that United States Senator Chuck Schumer brought forth any legislation to help the American people? Instead, he talks about Nick Fuentes and anti-Semitism, and he supports Israel nonstop. Israel owns Chuck Schumer. Actually, Israel owns the United States government. They own them. So Nick Fuentes is correct. He is correct. Let me say it one more time. Nick Fuentes is correct. And that's what is wrong with the world. I'm done.